This is Jeff and Mary with Eternity Shore, and we are taking our first trip of the year. Thankfully, we are going down to Cambridge, Maryland. So, that's about a 60-mile round trip. We've got our diesel all up for the generator. Just turned on the engines, they sound good. We think the Chesapeake is going to be okay. Got here last night and it was really windy. But we're going to take you along with us to Cambridge, Maryland. And I think everything's ready to go. We brought our cables with us. All right, let's do this.
Ready?
Yeah, we're being pushed or pulled.
Kind of just sitting.
Okay. Pull me a little bit more. There's a little weight coming. Okay, whenever you're ready. It's been a long time since we've crossed the Chesapeake, or even went in there. Trying to think when we even went into the Chesapeake, but so there's a little nervous excitement with that. It's easier to do that with two engines that are operating at full capacity. So if you remember back a couple years ago when we went to Oxford, we started out and said, well, it's probably 1 to 2 foot seas, and it ended up being 4 and 5 foot seas. I looked at 2 weather forecasts, and the current is moving north at maybe a knot per hour, and the wind is about 8 to 9 miles an hour headed southeast. So should not be an issue. I have got my radio on just in case. Not just in case, but for safety. All right, let's go on plane. All right, we're just passing Hart Miller Island on our right, to the south, and entering the Chesapeake Bay. So we'll see how it is when we get there. In about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Nice little following scene. Oh my gosh, I still have never been under the bridge with this boat. I don't know how else to say this, but just as we're getting towards the Chesapeake Bay Bridge again, I noticed we were lagging a little bit, slowing down a little bit, so I shut her off, opened up the hatch, filled with water again. Port side engine hose split someplace. I think it's on the connector where it splits off and it goes to the hot water heater. And so we're just limping on one engine, trying to get to a little bit of shelter because a little bit of wake here, so I can diagnose. I turned on the bilge was operating, but the engine was filling up with water pretty quickly. Well, I hadn't paid attention, so that's why I had so much water. Now the water is receded for the most part. It shut off the engine, shut off the valve. And we're gonna drop anchor here a couple minutes and then I'm gonna go take a look. It's really disappointing. Things have gone from kind of bad to worse right now. As we're limping home on one engine again, and that engine is overheating. Yes, the starboard engine overheating, the one that we had manifolds and risers replaced on. Yes, overheating, over 200 degrees, 220 on the manifolds. So the alarm went off. I jumped down in there. Eventually got the impeller off. The impeller's fine. There's nothing wrong with the impeller. So Maybe it's the thermostat, but this is a thermostat that my buddy and I replaced last year. Other than that, I have no idea. It's been an hour and I haven't tried the engine again, but after an hour, the manifolds are still, and risers are about 140 degrees. I phoned a friend, my friend Chad, who is always really helpful, and he suggested that, I knew it could have been the impeller, although the housing of the impeller was cold to the touch, not hot. So the next thing to look at would be the thermostat, which, we replaced again on that side. And I can't imagine that it failed. And if it failed, even if it failed, it seems weird to me that at such low speeds, because we were going about 8 miles an hour, the engine would overheat. Frustrating, but real. So things went from bad to worse than worse. We were at anchor and we kept drifting.
Because the winds is whipping up.
So we tried to get an engine to work, which I'll explain in another time. But right now our friends Jeff and Deb came to check on us. We did call for a tow. We're getting a tow, but we were at anchor and the wind picked up and our anchor was not holding and we kept drifting slowly towards the shore, and that's not good.